It's not focused. Well, it's not focused, it's fine.
Good evening, parents, teachers, and students, and welcome to the MBI's production of Honk JR. The show will start soon, and so we request you to kindly turn off all devices. Phones, photography, and recordings are also discouraged. We would like to remind you that exits are available at the back and to the sides of this auditorium. Without further ado, please take your seats and enjoy the show.
Behind the farmhouse, where the pace of life is slow, there's a website where just real webs are used. We spend days away ducks on eating bread thrown underwater in a way that keeps the younger kids amused. In our land both green and pleasant, every bantam, duck and pheasant, if we had them, we'd be walking arm in arm. For our life is good and steady till we're plucked and often ready. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Turkey with a gobble, watch your legs begin to wobble, cause Thanksgiving gives her cause for some alarm. We've got bullets, we've got chickens, we've got bells and wonders and kids. It's a poultry tale, the folk down on the farm. What a gorgeous vision this is. Inside her she's my missus. I'm laying on this horn. She goes overheated, quacking to point out the skills I'm lacking. It's a poultry tale of folk down on the farm. Come on down and don't be strangers in our dockyard of free rangers. It's a
Quack, 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 quack.
do for a duck to look sheepish. It confuses the other animals.
How's it going, Ida? You still sitting? I don't know, it's alright for some.
Well, if you like the sound of it so much, why don't you take a turn on the nest? And wipe your webs. I just did the floor this morning.
Oh, Ida, I'd love to have a crack at sitting on the eggs for a bit, but you look so comfortable up there, it seems a shame to disturb you.
Huh. And what about that extension you promised to build on the nest? It's going to be very cramped when little ones arrive, especially with that one big egg in the clutch. Goodness knows what size that chick is going to be.
You know, I reckon that might be a turkey's egg.
Oh, Drake, how did turkey's egg get to be in my nest? Must be your side of the family.
We'll just have to wait and see who he takes after, won't we, dear?
Yes, dear.
Anyway, must fly. I promised the rooster that I'll open count chickens. Shall I see you back here?
Well, where else do you suppose I'm going to be? As a duck, when you're stuck, sad sitting in the middle of your nest, then at best you get bored. There goes Drake on the lake. I can see him through the rushes all the time, feeling I'm just ignored. I don't pretend that this is all he's doing. I'm a sucker for the billing and the cooing. But when you hear that dibble dabble of time, it doesn't matter how long I've had to sit here minding my brood. Those little heads will soften down, their baby balls will golden brownie, their beak constantly open, waiting for food. It's the joy of motherhood. Those little ducklings swarming round in a line. I'll do what any other mother would. So try to do my best at bringing up mine. It's the joy of motherhood. Those little bits that make it all seem worthwhile. I'll do what any other mother would. Get my death sticks out and live in style.
Morning, Ida.
Morning, Maureen.
How's the mother to be?
Should be better if the father who was is better at being the father who is. I sometimes think I've been better off pairing with a decoy.
Oh no, I'm sure Drake will make a marvelous dad when the family arrives.
Not him. Duck by name and duck by nature. Ducking out of responsibilities.
Oh well, how much longer do you have to go?
Well, I went to all of my prenatal hatching classes, run by that self-satisfied stork, and she said about half a month, but 2 weeks is up.
Well, the best things come to those who wait.
I don't know. Why do we put ourselves through it every spring? It's exactly the same.
But just think of all the rewards, all those lovely little ducklings,
All those beaks to feed,
waking you up at all hours,
getting into deep waters.
attracting unwanted admirers, like the cat. Why do we put ourselves through it? 'Cause when you hear that dibble dabble, you're proud to say, hey, that's my rabble. Then watch their maiden pour you down from the bank.
Like champagne cork, you'll see the bob.
Accompanied by mothers of relief, thanks be to nature, nobody's sad. It's the joy. Oh, prepare yourself, Ida. It's the joy of motherhood. Those little bricks that make it all seem worthwhile. I'll do what any other mother would. To get myself
Oh, Ida, they're the loveliest little ducklings I've ever set my eyes on. They're the image of their father.
Thanks. Speaking of Daddy, Maureen, be a bit dear and try to find him for me. He's probably making waves down at the local watering hole.
All right. Well, Auntie Mormore's off now. I'll see you later.
Auntie Mormore? What a weird name.
What a big world it is. Yeah. Far out. I was getting scrambled inside that egg.
Now, don't go thinking this is the whole world. It's just as far across the other side of the lake and right into the churchyard. Though I've never been that far off myself.
Wicked! Let's explore!
Wait. There are 1 or 2 nest rules you must all follow before you paddle off. Number 1, no wet webbed feet in the nest. Number 2, you must feather your nest every morning. Number 3, no quacking after sunset. Number 4, no plankton between meals. Number 5, wait a minute, you're not all here.
Hey guys, there's gonna be another member of the gang!
Oh, quack, it's the big one.
Look at the shell on that.
Excellent.
Wait, how come he got such a big egg?
Yeah, we all got crammed into a regular shell. That guy got a queen-sized ostrich jaw.
It's not fair, Mama!
No, it's not fair!
Hi kids, I'm your dad.
Take a good look at him. You won't see him that often. Well, true to form, you missed it. The pitter-patter, the peat-patter.
Well, I'm here now. Okay kids, who's for a swim? Oh, what's the matter? All that sitting around has taken it out of you?
There's still one to hatch, dumb cluck. The big one.
Let me look at the egg again. It's definitely a turkey. You'll never get it to go in the water. Oh, I got that out! Come and teach the other ones to swim properly.
You go and teach the other ones to swim properly. I've sat here for so long, a few more days won't make any difference.
Whatever you say, dear. Come on, last one to the lake of the coot. Hey, wait for us!
Only good for keeping eggshells warm. On the whole, they have always been more uniform. This one's different. This one's different from the rest. I can't believe a turkey's egg could fall into my nest. It's just a freak of nature, just a larger break of all the other eggs I've ever laid. This one's different, but there's different, and there's different. Oh my word. What's wrong with your quack? You're not like your brothers and sisters. And you're different. If I say butterball, does that bother you at all? No? How about water? How would you like to go for a swim?
I'd love to, Mama.
Oh, thanks heavens for that. I knew you were one of mine. Now, your father's just taking the others off for their first swimming lesson. So how about you and I do the same thing? Right here at the water's edge. Nothing too fancy, mind you. Just the basics to get you started. Ooh, it's a bit nippy, but we'll soon warm up. The important thing is not to be afraid of the water.
I'm not afraid, Mom. Can we swim out to that island over there?
Oh, good gracious, no. Why, I haven't been out this is your father and I recording. And I didn't mean to go that far then. Now, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Just do as I do and you should take to it like a You should take to it. Hold your head up high like the most happy fella, while down below each thigh, apropos a propeller, you keep paddling like the clappers, you keep paddling with your clappers rustling.
wait, do you mean it? Oh, but Mama, what did you mean when you said I'm not like my brothers and sisters? What's different?
Well, for one thing, I'm sure you can swim much better than they can.
Really? And what else?
Well, you must try to remember, it's what's on the inside that matters, not what you look like.
It's an orange preserve up to found on the toast.
No, what's Mama laid?
I don't. Listen carefully, love. I want you to walk towards me very slowly. No sudden moves.
What are you quacking about?
There's something behind you, something not very nice.
Oh, this is your son, dear.
I've created a monster!
Now, don't be ridiculous. You're just not your normal run off the mill conduct, that's all.
That's all? I have a reputation.
And I wouldn't brag about it if I were you.
I'm scared.
I swear he's a turkey.
He's not a turkey. He loves the water.
Cranberry sauce.
See, he didn't even flinch. Now I want you all to get spruced up. It is time to meet the other members of the dockyard and be educated in the ways of the world. Drake, don't stare at him.
Look at him.
Now then, children, let's not make a fuss.
Look at him.
Are you sure he's really one of us?
Family likeness isn't strong. Still, we won't poke fun. All of you must get along. He's a special son. Now come along, all of you now. Follow me. But stay close to me at all times or you may get trodden on. And beware of the cat.
Look at him. Legs are bandy and his knees are not. Look at him.
That was obviously eggshell shot.
The neighbors scream and howl when they see our crew. He's the loudest waterfowl.
Why are you so rude?
Ew, touchy.
Look at you, look at me, what's it matter?
Isn't it obvious?
Why do I make you all laugh and scoff?
Have you seen your reflection?
Why don't we play with the fishes?
Because you scare them off. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah.
Look at him. Still a duckling, but there's so much more. Look at him. Finest cat food that I ever saw. Better still, he won't be missed. They think he's a flop. Maybe they'd let me assist giving him the chop.
Now at home and you be presented to her grace, most distinguished duck on the land. She is once paired as a mandarin, and you will notice that she has a red band of cloth round her leg. This is the greatest distinction a duck can enjoy. It means that she's looked up to by both men and animals.
Now don't turn your toes in. Just bow your head politely and say, quack. Quack.
Look at him. Come on, Anna, tell me what went wrong. Look at him. Did you leave him in the egg too long?
He's my son and your
Ida. They're delightful.
Thank you, Your Grace.
Tell me, that big fellow at the back, whatever happened there? He's not your everyday classic Beatrix Potter, is he?
I wished he had this one on pick on him, so he'll turn out alright as he gets older.
Well, the others are triumph, my dear. I only wish I could have produced a brood of my own this year.
Oh, I was so sorry to hear about that, Your Grace. You must miss him terribly.
Ah, the Mandarin. He was a fine duck, but alas, he became crispy and aromatic before his time. Still, life goes on. Now, I understand Maureen saw the children from the farmhouse throwing French bread into the water.
Sarah, you have to try it. It's better than the usual stuff. Even the crusts are nice.
It's delicious. Children, you have to try this.
Make way for the red-banded duck. Really, Ida, you have to do something about that honk.
Oh, look! Croissants! Get back! You're too big for your age already.
It's not fair. I'm hungry too. Why do y'all keep picking on me? Honk. Honk. If they knew just how dearly I would love to. Honk. But it's true. I'm just a bird who seems to lack the knack. I'm just different. I'm just different from the rest. And who can blame them wanting me to find another nest? But different isn't naughty. Different isn't bad. So why should being different make me sad? I'm just different. They're like peas from the same pod. No wonder they make fun of me. Life's harder when you're odd. But different isn't scary. Different is no threat. And though I'm still their brother, they forget I didn't choose to look this way. I didn't want to be unique. I don't like these grubby feathers, and I hate my stubby beak. There's a bunch in every litter, one black sheep in every flock. But when it comes to you, somehow your ego takes a knock. I'm just different, but I have a sense of pride. My looks may well be funny, but I hurt the same inside. Different isn't scary, different isn't wrong. So why is it so hard to get along? I only want to get along.
I'm your friend.
I haven't got any friends. Everyone hates me because I'm ugly.
Oh, they are too cruel. I think you look delicious.
What did you say?
I said, poultry can be so malicious. Look at them guzzling all that bread.
It's supposed to be really nice anyway. It's French after all.
À l'orange. Do you mean to say they didn't let you have any?
Not a crumb.
Well, that settles it then. Lunch is in. On me.
Do you mean it? You really are a friend.
Of course I am. Now just follow me.
But I better tell my mother first.
Oh, no, you mustn't.
I really think I should.
Listen, we won't be gone for long. What harm can it do? And you're hungry, aren't you?
Well, yes, I am.
Well, that makes two of us.
Well, if you're sure.
I'm quite sure.
I feel sorry for her. How she managed to lay that egg, I'll never know. It's my eyes water just thinking about it.
Gobble, gobble. I wouldn't use that thing to stuff a duvet with.
Talking of stuffing, I don't think you'll be quite so full of yourself.
come Thanksgiving.
Ugh, I hate that word.
Look, there is nothing wrong with my son. He just looks a bit different, that's all. I think that makes him someone rather special.
Well said, Ida. I agree with you. And if I agree, then everybody agrees. I think an apology is in order from you two.
Wait a minute. Where's he gone?
I thought he was with you.
He was, just a moment ago.
I mean, if he's got any sense, he'd have gone to put on a bag on his head.
Drake, that's enough!
Oh, calm down, love. He's probably wandered back to the lake. You know how he loves swimming.
No, without telling me he wouldn't. Where's he gone?
Oh, for goodness sake. Alright, Turkey, you go that way and look along by the milking shed. Marina and Henrietta, you go that way and look along by the hen house. We'll take the ducklings down to the lake.
And I'll coordinate operations in the great store.
To the Kitty Cat Snack Shack. Fast food for famished felines. Now let's see. Casserole of duck, Peking duck, duck with cherries. Ah, here we are. Duck à l'orange.
So what are we gonna eat?
I'm having you for lunch.
Yes, I know you are, but what are we gonna have?
Oh, I'll whip something up.
No.
A surprise.
You know, my mother must have been thinking of someone else. She told me to beware of the cat.
Bless her. Mothers are all the same. For some reason, they seem to think it's a part of their job description to stop us from having fun. Not my mother, though. Oh no, she was different. Do you know what she used to say to me?
No.
You can scratch the antique furniture to sharpen up your claws. You can lacerate the cushions if you're ever shut indoors. You can dig up all the flowers from the freshly planted beds. And with articles of clothing, it's okay to pull some threads. But I remember as a kindergarten kitten one phrase that left me singularly smitten. You can play with your food before you eat it. You can chivvy your chow before you chew. You can play with your food, you can't beat it. So Ducky, let me play with you. You can play with your food before you eat it. You can toy with your chuck before the crunch. You can play with your food, why fight it? It's a crazy little game called lunch. So tell me, Ducky, what would you like to play? It can be anything. I won't tell your mother.
Anything? Well, I'd like to paddle the puddles down in the mud, dig a single back in the shallows. Then if the sun goes out to the slime to the marsh, where we find marshmallows. I'll go and slay a dragonfly, watch water pull and race. To see the cats are dangerous is clearly not the case.
I'd rather play a game that's sharp and witty, and preferably with something in the kitty. Oh, you want to play hide and seek, do you? Where are you? Am I getting warmer? You can play with your food before you eat it. You can chew your chow before you chew. You can play with your food, you can't beat it. So ducky, 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 let me play with you. You can play with food before you eat it. You can toy with your tuck before the crunch. You can play with your food, why fight it? It's a crazy little game. Do you like oranges?
I Never really had one.
Well, suck on this. It's a crazy little game called lunch.
Wait, what's that noise?
Salivating.
It's coming from outside.
Oh, that. It's just those wretched people from the farm playing ball.
People? What are people?
What are people? Bad news. That's what people are. Consider yourself lucky, Ducky. I'm going to spare you from ever having to encounter one of them.
Duck!
Yes, correct. It's a duck.
Duck!
Yes, I know it's a ruddy duck.
Actually, I think I'm mallard.
Duck!
Goose, struck out by a foul ball.
No, they're coming in. Wait, that's a good idea. You hide there until the heat is off, and I think I'll try and find my way back to the duckyard. Goodbye and thank you. Wait, was it left at the cow shoes and right at the hen house, or was it? No, it was left at the hen house and then right. Oh dear, I'm lost.
Rolling! So tell me, Ida, it's been a week now since your son went missing. How are you bearing up? Can you manage a tear for the camera?
What?
This year is Jaybird from America's Most Feathered. They're doing a feature. Now, which do you think is my best side?
Ida! There have been rumors of farmyard bullying. Do you think your son was been abducted? Or is it possible that he ran away from his persecutors?
What are you saying?
That's good, I'll buy that. Defensive yet emotional. Just a hint of anger. I'm feeling up here.
What, does no one care about what I think?
Sorry, sir. Coming to the end of transmission. I'm going to leave the final word with Ida, just in case her duckling is watching. Now remember, if you see anything suspicious, from thieving magpies to lost ducklings, the chicks on the switchboard are waiting to take your call. All right, Ida, it's all yours.
Every time I turn around, I expect you to appear. Everyone may call my name, but it's your voice that I hear. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray. Every tear another cries is a dream that's washed away.
Get away from me. Go on, all of you.
Every day will seem to be more empty than the last. Everywhere the sun once shone, a shadow has been cast. Every moment that you're gone is a moment dark and gray. Every tear another cries is a dream that's washed
But I know you can't just leave me with the other four.
Manage straight. My mind's made up.
You're wasting your time, love. You know you are. Apart from which it's dangerous to wander off beyond the churchyard at this time of the year.
I won't be satisfied until I've explained the truth. Try to understand, dear. A mother knows.
Better take yourself from me.
Every moment seems to start.
They're probably just tired here. We have been marching for an awfully long time.
Poppycock, do you prefer we fly? Would they shoot on the march? I think not, my sweet. This way.
Oh, excuse me,
Keep walking, dear. Eyes front. You're for 4 o'clock.
you see, I'm lost.
And no excuse for bad navigation. A bird who goes off its flight path doesn't deserve his wings. Isn't that what I say always, dear?
Always, dear.
You see, I can't even fly yet. I got lost on foot.
But infantry, eh? Let's see business.
Well, he's only a youngster. Maybe we should direct him. Give him his marching orders.
All right. We're geese, migrants. You know, birds of passage. Rather tight fleet. Wouldn't do us to lose our way. What?
Where were you trying to get to?
Back to my mother on the lake, but I think it must be in that direction because I saw some birds fly over.
Well, if you did, it's probably their last flying mission. What?
What do you mean?
There's a chute on the marsh, dear. It's very dangerous.
What's a chute?
Well, it's a people sport. One group of men move through the marsh, scaring ducks into the air, while a second group with guns shoot them back out of the air again.
The cat warned me about people.
The cat!
Yeah, you see, I went off with this cat, and...
Didn't your mother ever tell you how dangerous a cat is?
She did, but the cat said she was my friend. So.
Oh, you don't want friends like that, dear. Your mother was right to warn you.
She was?
God dogs. They must be starting to shoot again. Time for maneuvers. I hope they will come to this, but I have no options. All right, at ease. Company, fall in. I didn't mean literally. All right, eyes front. We're about to take a part in an exercise, the likes of which we have not faced before. Our task is one of reconnaissance and reunification.
This duckling's lost his mum, bless him, and we're going to find her.
You're a fine body of geese, and I know you'll give up your best. Good luck, man. We're off on a wild goose chase. We will be no stranger to danger. The squadron shall show no fear.
We're off, and no matter where we roam, although my boggles and scattering bubbles are sure to find your
Roadways clear, prepare for take off, dear. We must play our part.
Hark at him. I fear his cabin lights are rather dim.
Just the way our air display must start. We're off on a wild goose chase, and our simple mission position the whereabouts of your farm. We're off the lines, we're born into kingdom come. We won't be back till we find your mom.
Excuse me, sir. Cattail's advancing from the rear.
What? Cattails do not advance, Marcos. One of the things they're most famous for is being rooted to their spot.
Hello, Ducky. Thought I'd lost you.
Stand back, or I'll take.
Ooh, be still my quaking legs. I'm going to Goose.
What are you doing here?
What are friends for? I've come to take you home. Your mother is carrying on something fearful.
My mother? You see my mother?
Of course I have. She sent me to fetch you.
Now listen here, Cat. I'm in command around here, and my squadron has taken personal charge of the ducklings. Safe returns to his mother.
Well, I wouldn't try flying in a moment. Haven't you heard the
We
guns?
will commence the maneuvers as soon as the string part is over.
It's their funny when we fly behind them.
Silence in the ranks.
So, sir.
Maybe I could be of assistance. I'll go over to the chute, and then I'll let you know when they're packing up for the day.
All right, very well. but no funny business. There's several ways to skin your type.
It's like taking candy from a baby.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dot. I am your senior flight attendant, and on behalf of Captain Greylag, I would like to welcome you to this afternoon's flight from foggy marshland to some far-flung farm. We will be cruising at an altitude of several feet and flying in a rather attractive V formation. In the unlikely event of an emergency landing, we ask that you observe the safety procedures that we've been through so many times before. We hope you have a pleasant journey. Thank you for choosing Goose Air, the fluffy skies.
We're off to a shore, stopping is not so long. We won't be back until we found.
The coast is clear. They're putting away their guns.
Are you sure?
On one of my lives.
Very well. All right, man. Final checks. And here's a parachute for you.
For me?
Do you think we will leave you with a duckling? Oh no, Goose. You're coming with us.
Oh, Captain.
Don't delay. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. No. What's happened to the cat? She lied. She said people had put away their guns. The cat said she was my friend. Oh, Mama, what do I do now?
Six months on and still no sign of the lost duckling, who, as you will remember from the image released at the time, has what appears to be a rather unforgettable appearance. Experts have put together a composite of what he might look like today. Some may find this image disturbing.
Ida, if you're seeing this, love, please come home. The kids need you. They're not coping so well without you.
In a sinister new development, it would appear that Ida has now also gone missing. So remember, folks, if you know anything, the number is on the screen.
As a drake, my mistake was letting her go searching for my son. Yeah, that one, it ain't right. I've spent weeks filling beaks, hearing daddy, daddy, daddy. I'm depressed, round the nest, day and night. And what sort of time do you call this?
The owl didn't give a hoot.
Well, your father does.
What about Mom? She would have let us out.
Mom's not here. You guys are grounded.
When is she coming back?
I don't know, honey.
But she is coming back.
I don't know, honey.
Would you find out more?
I don't know. Time to roost. Brush your beaks. Don't use too much water. My bill's already big enough. When Ida said she'd go, I had to let her. Ashamed because this apron suits her better. Where's the joy in motherhood? An endless round of chores that had to be done. And when you think you've seen the back of them, you'll find an actual fact you're back at square one. There's no joy in motherhood, or if there is, it's something I just can't. Yet Ida somehow now copes with all of this. And then on top of that, she puts up with me. Now what?
I'm caught.
Who are you?
I'm Penny. Please, do you think you can help untangle me?
I'll try. What are you?
A swan. Do you mind you don't hurt yourself on that hook? There's no point of us both getting damaged.
A swan?
Typical me, my first migration. What happens?
Your first what?
Migration. The cold weather setting in, and we're leaving today for the warm lands.
You're leaving?
You're a funny one. All these questions.
I'm sorry.
What's your name?
Well, everyone calls me ugly.
Oh, don't listen to them. It's a stage we all have to go through. You should have heard some of the things that they used to call me before the molt.
How could anyone ever call you names?
Well, like I said, it's a stage we all have to go through.
Wait, could you lift up your ring, please?
My mother always used to warn me to avoid the fishing lines that people leave behind.
So did mine. Well, she used to tell that to us when we were out swimming. There's just one last loop around your leg, and...
Oh, thank you. I thought I was going to get left behind, and this is no place to spend the winter alone. Wait, where's your flock?
I don't know. I'm lost, and the more I seem to look for them, the further I want to wander away.
That's dreadful. When did you last see them?
In the spring.
In the spring? You've been lost since the spring? Oh, you poor thing. You can't stay here for the winter, you'll freeze.
No, I'll be alright.
Penny!
Come with us. The others won't mind, and the next spring we'll return together, and I hope you
Penny,
find your family.
I couldn't possibly.
Of course you could. Come on, we'll never catch up.
Penny, I'd love to. I'd really love to, but I can't even fly. At least not well enough to go away with you.
Doesn't matter if you're not as strong as the others. I'll stay back with you and fly at your pace.
Penny, I'd love to. That sounds wonderful, but I must keep going. I'm sure my mother's out there, and I'm sure she can't be far away. But maybe in the spring we can meet up again.
I like that. Are you sure you'll be alright?
I'm sure.
Penny, come along, darling. We'll be late.
I hate to leave you like this, but I really must go now. I'm sorry. Thank you again. I won't forget you.
Honk!
Honk? Honk. She won't remember me. I bet she doesn't want to come back. Why would she want anything to do with me?
Ribbit. 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 Oh,
Leave me alone.
whoops. Sorry, Feathers. I didn't mean to disturb you there. I didn't mean to make you jump. Whoa, not that there's anything wrong with jumping, of course. I mean, it kind of runs in the family. Or it kind of jumps in the family, depending on the way in which you...
Leave me alone, please.
Now, come on. Come on, Feathers.
Well, just go on and get it off your chest and just tell me how ugly I am.
Ugly?
There, I hope you feel better now.
Whoa. Hang on a minute. Do you mind if I just hop off and then come back on again? I mean, who am I to call you ugly? Look at me. There. See? I mean, if we're talking ugly, they don't come much more aesthetically challenged than myself. I know what your trouble is. You've been preening yourself too much.
Preening? What do you mean?
You've got down in the mouth. Come on, give us a smile. I'm getting nothing here. Come on, give us a smile.
I want to be left alone, please.
Now that's just downright antisocial. Hang on. I've got a human in my throat.
I know how you must be feeling, but you mustn't let it depress you. I started as a bulb of jelly, and it's been downhill ever since. I mean, I just say to myself, you're just a handsome prince in a frog's clothing, and someday someone will come and kiss me and release my inner beauty. But then I say to myself, nah, get real, who wants to snog a frog? You know what our trouble is? No. Our image isn't in vogue. That's all. It's a question of taste. But you mark my words. One day, ugly will be it. If you just sit tight on your lily pad, each silly fad will pass. Then those who sport each season's look will fall flat on their ass. Ask your mother what it's called. For fashion is a fickle thing, but just you wait and see. The day will come when we're in style, and then I guarantee out there someone's gonna love ya, someone's gonna love ya, warts and all. Out there, just around the corner, in amongst the fauna, someone's gonna fall for you, though I may look a bit Jurassic. Trust me, I'm a classic in my pun. If this old frog can go wooing time, you had a wake-up call. 'Cause out there somewhere someone's gonna love ya, warts and all. Tell them, kids!
Somewhere out there, we don't know where, someone will care. We gotta love your warts and all. Somewhere out there, we can realize someone is gonna fall for you.
Just think, whenever you need boosting, stay with a mate.
Soon you'll be roosting.
Though it may take some time to find him when you have a ball. 'Cause out there somewhere someone's gonna love ya, warts and all. Out there, someone's gonna love ya, someone's gonna love ya, warts and all. Out there, in a muddy puddle, someone needs a cuddle. Though the chance is small, it's true. Just think, whenever you need boosting, one day I'll be roosting with a mate.
Soon you'll be roosting.
Though it may take some time to find him when you have a ball. 'Cause out there somewhere someone's gonna love ya. Out there somewhere someone's gonna love ya. Warts and all, warts and all, warts and all. Well, I'll be seeing your feathers. But remember, one day, it'll be us who are the flavor of the month. Wait, what am I saying? Goodbye, and please do call in if you're ever near the duckyard. I'd love to have you over. I'll try. Stay warm and stay cheerful. See ya! Ribbit! 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 Bye! Ribbit! Such a nice guy.
Well, what have we here? A nice plump little duckling. Thank you, my dear. Good you started, Honky. I've got a family, and you'll make a fine Sunday roast. Now, where's my knife? It's cold. There's a penguin picnic out here tonight. Darn, I must have left it in my car.
Hello, Ducky. I see the macrame class has paid off.
You can. How did you find me?
Oh, a little bird told me.
Well, you're too late. I'm gonna be eaten by the people.
Such a waste.
Even if you help me escape, you just eat me yourself.
True.
Well, you're not gonna get me. Oh, no. He's coming back.
Listen, I think I have what you'll agree is a very tempting proposition. One that might just satisfy us both.
Well, I don't like oranges if that's your plan.
Look, if you come with me, I'll take you back to the farm, and you'll get to see your mother for one last time.
Either way I get eaten, right?
Well, you can't have it both ways. Quick, make up your mind.
All right, you're on.
Don't try any funny business. Remember, at least this way you get to see your mother again.
Well, hello, came on my contract. See that kid.
Shut up! It's the snow. Makes everything look the same.
The skies are gray and menacing. A blizzard would seem certain, and even good King Wenceslas would not draw back his curtain.
I can't even see beyond the end of my beak.
Keep going. It must be close now.
like this. But after all this time, you poor little thing. What was it all for? What was the point of your little life? It can't end like this. It can't.
Nor will it, my dear.
He's dead. My baby duckling is dead. It's all my fault. He wandered away from the nest last spring and I should have gone after him straight away. But I had his brothers and sisters to rear. I couldn't just leave them, and now I'm too late.
Cry, cry, my dear, for the warmth of a mother's heart can thaw the stoniest frost.
Oh, if only I could believe that.
You must. For what do we have if we don't have hope?
The one who saved my life. Do you remember me? Oh, go on, say you remember me.
Of course I remember you. You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
We should take a look at your own reflection.
You knew I was a swan?
Of course I did. That's why I asked you to come with us. If only your wings had been strong enough.
Well, now you can come with us and learn our ways.
Wait, and Mom, can she come too?
Of course I can't. I'm just a baggy old duck. I can't teach you the ways of the swans.
But Mama, you taught me how to swim.
And from what I remember, that nearly finished me off. Not surprising, really. Fancy me teaching a swan how to swim.
But I want you to go.
I can't. My place is on the lake with your father. Bless him. They say birds of a feather should flock together. Your place is with the swans now. Plus, I think I know someone who's rather keen. You should go with them.
Mama, I've only just found you. It's way too soon to leave again. It's way too soon.
No, it's not. No. Go on before I get tearful and unnecessary. But make sure to visit us back on the dockyard. Take good care of him for me, won't you?
Goodbye, my dear. I know this must be very hard for you, but I promise you'll be safe with us.
I'm sure he will. Well, go on then. Let's see you fly. Go on. You can do it. Take a run at it. That's the way.
really think I'd leave you behind, right?
Oh, but you must. It's your life now, and you belong with this one.
Mama, why? I don't care whose eggs I came out of. You're my mama. You're the one who taught me. You're the one who made me who I am today. And that's what counts.
Well,
Look, Mama, you said it yourself. The duck would be boring if everyone looked the same. So that's why I'm coming back with you. To be different.
you're both coming back.
Look, Mama, there's no denying that I've been different all my life. I was different as a duckling, and I'm just as different as a swan, but you know what? I like being me. I like my honk. I like being different.
Oh, well, you're certainly that. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Well, go on then. What are we waiting for? I can't wait to see Drake's reaction. I think he might lay an egg. That might turn into doesn't bear thinking about.
Wait, actually, I think I have some unfinished business.
Hello, Swanee? Swanee! Swanee! How I love ya! How I love ya! I quit! I give up! I surrender! I have been working too hard! Take me to the Betty Ford Clinic! Ah!
Happy to see you all again. And introduce yourself. This is Penny.
Hello.
Hello, Penny.
Welcome back, my dear. I've been thinking. I've been getting rather long in the build, and I feel it's right for me to relinquish the red band. Wear it with pride, my dear, for you are the finest bird on the lake, as I know I was in my day. And let it be known that from this day forth, the red band shall be known as the signet ring.
The whole cast would like to say a really big thank you to Mr. Wong for making everything possible.
Mr. Wong! Mr. Wong! Mr. Wong! Mr. Wong! Mr.
The amount of work and effort you put into this is really spectacular, man. And just the amount of 3 a.m. emails I would get from you is just crazy. Staying up all night working.
So we better have a good after-show party.
That's some money. That's what it's all about, the after-show party. But seriously, these people up here, I am so proud of them. This has been a year's work in the making. You see before you 24 members of cast. I have no idea, at least 10 members backstage, all being coordinated by Shreya.
Come on, Shreya. Thank you, Stephen.
Jake and Trisha on lights. Lots of thank yous to be made. Most of them are in the program, so I'll just let you go home and read that. But really, I must thank the administration, the support they've given me, the belief in me and these people here to pull off something like this. It really is spectacular. Stacey?
Okay, thank you. Just to add on to everything that Victor said, to let you know, this started about 8 months ago. Please take a seat. I won't be long, I promise. About 8 months ago, Victor and I sat down really casually over a cup of coffee, and Victor said, let's do a show. I went, okay. And then this is what you see. So it started about 8 months ago, and it built up through Christmas and all through the year. This is testament to a huge amount of hard work, dedication, collaboration, and a vision. And I have to thank Mr. Victor again for that. Let's give him another round of applause. In addition to Mr. Victor, of course, there are other teachers who very humbly are behind the scenes working away. And I'd also like to recognise them too. So some of them, for example, are our support staff. So Sodexo and Sabrine, who bring things in, who help with the props, who help with the food. Thank you very much. And also to Mr. J and the administration for working with us to get this done. Let's give them And then there are very specific members of staff who have gone above and beyond. This has been a real school effort, but there are certain members of staff who always seem to be there. So I'd like to thank in particular Miss Isabel, Mr. John Christie, Miss Lakshmi, Miss Meeta, Miss Audrey, who's doing the makeup behind the scenes. Thank you very much. Let's give them a round. And then there are the staff who've had the sleepless nights. So as well as Mr. Victor, of course, I'd like to thank first of all and ask them to come out. Miss Jennifer for her sense of direction and polish. It's great to see you here, and great to see you continue to support our MBIS events. So thank you very much for being here. I hope you had a great evening, and we'll see you for future events, and definitely this time next year for another show.